Welcome back. This is the week you missed. I'm Jeremy. That's Todd, now known as TW. I'm not sure his pronouns. We'll have to figure that out. It has been a wild week. It's been a wild year. It's been a wild month, but I feel like the last week, every week just seems crazier and crazier, wilder and wilder. There's so much going on. Any other year, I feel like one of these events would be like something we talk about for a month at least. Right now, something happens, the next day it's gone because there's something else already happening that you gotta keep track of. So, Todd, what do you have for us today? Anything good, or you have a nice tame story for us today?
I got two things that I want to cover. One, just briefly, just because it's ridiculous. Did you hear about how America's son, Hunter Biden, was hacked by 4chan?
I didn't see it until you sent me a little link a little bit ago, and I haven't been able to verify it yet, when it was or how recent it was. Is it real? But it looked insane.
So apparently, some 4chan hackers or people associated with 4chan hacked Hunter's iCloud and downloaded everything and have released it. And they've created torrents for it, so it's going to be basically impossible to scrub for the internet at this point. I'm not going to download it because there's no way I'm touching those files with a 10-foot pole.
You already downloaded something. You sent it to me.
That's a tweet. That's someone else's tweet.
Okay.
So I don't have anything. I'm just looking at it. But the one video that I sent Jerry here is it's Hunter Biden weighing out what looks to be crack on a digital scale.
We're gonna try and put this video in the below. I'm gonna try to start doing this for our podcast now, so people know what we're talking about. So there's gonna be right now edited in. You can see the crack on the scale, and it's 20.6 grams or something.
Well, it's funny because he's arguing with a woman in the background who people are claiming are a sex worker, or as they say in the tweets, a hooker, but got to be politically correct nowadays.
Right.
But it's funny because I don't know if it's just because he's so messed up, but it clearly reads like 21 or 20.7. He keeps going, it's 2.7. It's 2.7 without the bag. And I'm like, I don't know if he just isn't reading the scale right, or if he's trying to dupe this chick into thinking they only have 2.7 grams of crack when in fact they have 20 grams of crack.
Yeah.
So, got to respect the hustle by Hunter if he's trying to get one over on his lady pal there.
He sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about, kind of like his dad.
Apple doesn't fall far from the crack tree, I guess.
That video, not to go off on a tangent much, but that video last week of Joe Biden, our president, trying to read a teleprompter, or he did read the teleprompter so specifically, and he said, end of quote, repeat quote, good job. And you're like, wait, dude, you're not supposed to read that part. And then after he says that, it doesn't get much better. He just talks blah, 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 gibberish.
No, and the funniest part about that, and so for what Jeremy said, he was reading a teleprompter and he literally said, he was quoting something and it said, end quote, repeat line. And the funny thing is, a deputy press secretary was responding to one of these tweets that was highlighting this and said, he didn't say repeat line, he said, let me repeat. So basically being like, and it's like, no, he didn't. We can clearly see it. And it's like, look, you're trying to gaslight us on something. Because the thing is, it's like, look, if he had sort of mumbled his way through that, okay, maybe it's believable. But he actually said that part crystal clear.
Exactly.
That part was, he did not mumble, he did not stutter. It was repeat line. So I don't know. And part of me, I feel bad for Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and the whole Biden family, but at the same time, it's like, look, man, you don't have to be president. You don't have to be a politician. You don't have to be a senator. You don't have to be on the world stage. And, also part of me thinks, because the New York Post has been publishing a lot of these videos just from the laptop that they recovered, not like this new hack. And I just think they've been releasing more and more stuff. And part of me thinks it's like, this is just a giant cosmic payback for the fact that Twitter and social media conspired to suppress the Hunter laptop story and call it Russian disinformation when there was literally zero evidence of it being so, besides a bunch of people just saying, this looks like Russian disinformation. And so now I think all the New York Post and other news organizations are like, all right, you want to try to suppress us? You want to try to censor us? We're going to now beat up on you and humiliate you and your entire family. Is it gross? Yes. Is it shocking? Not at all. In terms of like that they would do this, it's like, so I don't know. I think it's just wild, but I just thought that story was too ridiculous to not touch on a bit. I think that we're gonna see more of these leaks coming through. I'm sure there's gonna be some, extra damning stuff on there. So stay tuned, and I don't know, just watch and cringe or watch and laugh. I'm not quite sure. But the
Well,
big thing I wanted,
this is what I think Joe
Yeah.
Biden should do, though, and I'm saying this like in jest. I'm kind of joking. But a lot of when I'm being facetious, I'm kind of like, there is a little bit of truth to it. But why not just legalize all drugs, right? And then whatever Hunter Biden got caught doing isn't so bad. Because
Yeah.
like, I guess that's my point is Hunter Biden is a joke. Like he looks just like he has no idea what's going on. I feel a little bad for him. He obviously like is looking for something or
Obviously has problems.
obviously has problems. But so my the way I kind of look at this is like we shouldn't have the fact that this guy is connected to the president shouldn't affect the presidency, but it's definitely not like a good look. But
Yeah.
at the same time, everyone should realize that like this is actually fairly normal, unfortunately. And like when people have issues like this, we should not throw them away. We should bring them in, love them extra, and give them help. If Hunter Biden is completely happy and normal and there are no issues in his head, then whatever he's doing should be okay. I find that hard to believe. I think there is an issue, but
Yeah.
whatever he's doing, it shouldn't be shamed if someone really enjoys a drug, if it makes them feel good, whatever, as long as it's not hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I completely agree. And I think that, I think it'll be interesting to see where this goes, but I think it is unfortunate that this whole incident isn't spurring a deeper and bigger conversation around things like drug legalization, around things like funding drug treatment versus throwing drug users in jail or just letting them rot in the streets. Maybe we will see that come, but who knows? But the bigger story I want to talk about, you heard Musk is backed out of his Twitter deal.
Yep.
And then it seems like, at least from what Musk is saying, that Twitter took the bait and that his trap worked, because now Twitter is going to sue him in order to force him to buy the company or pay the $1 billion penalty. So Musk posted a meme last night that basically implied that they wouldn't give him bot information. And so he backed out of the deal, and now they're suing him. And now Twitter's going to have to reveal bot information in the lawsuit in order to make the point that he is backing out improperly. So I don't know if this is Musk playing 5-dimensional chess and really is just this far ahead of them. I don't know if this is just an ex post facto thing of him coming up with a reason to say, like, make himself look good. Who knows? I don't care. I'm here for it. It's going to be ridiculous. And regardless, with the way the market went, his original offering was when the market was at all-time highs. Like, he would be insane to move forward with purchasing it. Let's see what do you think Twitter's share price is now?
He's probably saving more than $1 billion by not buying it.
Yeah, Twitter's share price today is $36.81, and his offer to buy it was $54. I think it was $54.20.
That's a 30% discount.
Yeah, like he would be nuts to move through with buying it at this price. And you're probably right. It would probably, if he was forced to buy it at that price, it would probably cost him more than the $1 billion penalty if he ends up having to pay that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing this on purpose and it's like 5D chess and he's just like knew exactly what was going to happen and this is what he wants. But I don't think he's losing. I feel like regardless of what's happening, he's not upset. He doesn't care too much. I don't know if this is what he originally planned and was like, I'm going to do this, this, and this is going to happen. But I don't think he cares. And like he's making the best of the situation for what he wants. And he's going to come out of it not unhappy. He'll be chilling regardless.
No, and I think you've heard the term "fuck you" money.
Yeah, he's definitely got.
No. Have you heard the term "fuck me" money?
No, I haven't.
fuck me money means you have so much money that you can do things that hurt you and that cost you money, and it doesn't matter because you have so much money you can literally light piles of it on fire. Like
Yeah.
Elon Musk doesn't have fuck you money, he has fuck me money. He could burn $2 billion and it wouldn't even dent. Like this guy can burn 100 million in court, just making Twitter run in circles if he wants, and he'll just laugh.
It kind of reminds me of Putin with it. I'm thinking of like fuck me power, fuck me military. Putin's gonna kill the whole world because he just doesn't care. He's gonna kill everyone else and he's gonna die too. I don't know. Kind of like a little relation there.
Absolutely. No, it's people that, they have nothing to lose at a level that most of us can't even fully comprehend and wrap our heads around. So what about you, Jer?
One did lose though this weekend. I don't know much about it, but Jeff Bezos has like a yacht that's so big that they're gonna have to take down a bridge to get it out, and the city said they're not taking the bridge down.
So, that's great. That's awesome.
So maybe we'll see what he does next. He'll probably have some fuck me move and screw everyone, but whatever.
It would be great if he just hires like black market F-18s and just be like, blow up that bridge.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised these days. Who knows? But I feel like I got as always, there's like 10 things I want to talk about. I might mention a few of them and just see what resonates with you, and we'll talk about it more.
All right.
I've done research on these too, and I still don't even really understand what's going on. So this is actually like kind of related. A couple of days ago, for the first time in 3 years, they restarted. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Cern.
Yeah. So they restarted Cern. What is Cern? It's like a large hadron collider. I don't know what that even really means. Something where they smash particles with each other. It's how they've discovered a bunch of stuff. And it's fascinating what they've discovered. I don't know how it works. It's super powerful. It's like this giant tunnel that's 15 miles long and has all this stuff going on. It's been cleaned for the last 3 years, so it hasn't been in operation. And they're about to operate it again, or they were about to operate it again, first time in 3 years. And it was gonna be the biggest energy boost that they've ever done. And all these like spiritual people that I've been seeing on TikTok in waiting for this were like, yo, this is gonna be a huge shift in the energy, and like something crazy could happen, like whatever, be careful. Some of them are saying right now we're already, because it happened, we're in an alternate parallel dimension now, and God knows whatever.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's like, everything sounds crazy, but I'm like, dude, I can't say I don't believe that, because I'm like, what's going on? It's fucking nuts right now. Yeah. But supposedly that happened. The next morning, the Georgia Guidestones blew up. I don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are.
I told you about those. I told you about those. I told you to stop at them on your road trip.
You've told me about them. I've heard of them. I don't really understand what it is. It's like the United States version of Stonehenge. I don't know if it's man-made or not man-made. It has like the directions of how to restart humanity or something.
No, it is. So let me hop in for a second. It is 100% man-made. No one knows who put it up, but it's basically, like you said, it's sort of these like astronomically aligned large stone pillars that I think it's in like 7 or 8 major world languages has the same message. So it's almost sort of like a Rosetta Stone vibes too, but it talks about like overpopulation and all these various sort of like apocalyptic kind of things, and like talking about aspects of sort of like the Great Reset. And it's been this thing that, you know, conspiracy theorists and people have really sort of focused on as being like, why is this here? What is this about? This is part of like the New World Order, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, apparently there was an explosion and one of them got blown up. And like, so
what's crazy though is the next day, I'm pretty sure they said at first that it was lightning struck it and blew it up. And then later in the day, they're like, no, it wasn't lightning, it blew up. So that just adds to the suspicion and how crazy it was. Like, what happened?
Friggin' no.
What do you think?
No, it's wild. I think I think the large hadron collider reoperating is, I don't know, there's just so much wild stuff going on right now. You really just can't even keep track of it all.
So I'll close it out. It's crazy, but I actually don't have much to say because I don't even understand it. But I'll close my thoughts out or my views for the day with this. And I don't know if it's even related, but I'm super excited for tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. I'm 100% going to be live streaming whatever it is that they're live streaming. They're releasing the first pictures of the James Webb Telescope. And why do I think that that's related, or why did I bring it up? I think that this is our best chance of having evidence of life outside of Earth. We're going to be seeing farther back in time than we ever had. I think we're seeing back like 13 billion years when the universe is like 13.8 billion years. We're going to be seeing like crazy details. We'll be able to see, I think, the atmosphere of planets that are like Earth-like planets, which just like is mind-blowing to me. But it's going to be crazy. The Hubble telescope, I think, was launched 50 years ago or so, and that's been like the cusp of exploration, of seeing things in outer space. And this is going to be, I think, 100 times more powerful. Yeah. The reflections, like the mirror is bigger, the technology is just better. It's going to be pretty cool. So I'm excited. And this is just the first images, which are going to be awesome. But then I'd imagine we'll have new images coming back every week or every couple of weeks or every month. And what's really cool, just to talk a little bit more because I'm fascinated by it. What's really cool is let's say I think like Todd is really interested in planets, and you'd obviously have to like work for a university, or you'd have to have a connection. You can kind of let's say you're very interested in Andromeda, the closest galaxy, and we get our best view of Andromeda March 10th, let's say, because of whatever. You can kind of reserve to use the telescope on that day. So like basically there's different universities and organizations around the world that have different dates that they have to use the telescope, so they can aim it where they need for whatever it is they need. So I thought that was really cool. I was wondering, like, all right, James Webb Telescope, does NASA just like look at new stuff every day? And when I looked into it, it's like, no, everyone actually has like an opportunity to use it. You apply and you kind of tell them like why you need it for a certain day. But super cool. Maybe we'll see the black hole that the Large Hadron Collider created, or we'll see the alternate universe that we're in or something. I don't know, but we're discovering a lot of wild stuff these days. It's pretty exciting.
No, it's crazy. And to go back to, you know, when you said that, when you started off saying that it seems like every day or every week crazy stuff is happening, I was reading some comment on Reddit, and someone was just like, and it was after the Roe versus Wade decision there, people were like, I really wish I would stop living through historical events. And it's it's a little bit stressful. I'm like, you know, I think certain people, obviously, depending on your beliefs and leanings, could be more or less stressed out by all this stuff. But yeah, no, it's kind of wild. It does seem like we are in sort of an area of compressed, like big events that are happening.
People used to say, oh, it's because there's news and you just hear about it more. Bullshit. This is as crazy as it gets.
That is definitely an aspect of it, but it does seem to be coming a little bit more fast and furious. Completely unrelated question, just randomly before we end. Do you have any like food stores? Do you have like how much food do you have access to right now? How many days worth?
It at the store or in my house?
That's something you can get access to within 24 hours.
Yeah,
without going to a store.
I have enough for a couple months. I stocked up on Soylent, and then, which is like 60-70% of what I consume, and then that takes a lot of space though. So I actually started getting Soylent powder. So the powder doesn't take nearly as much space. You have a little tub like this big and can kind of probably be enough nutrients for like a good month. So I was getting the liquids. I always get the liquids to consume, but I was trying to stock up on them. It was taking too much space, so I stocked up on the powder. all you need is the powder and you could survive a long time. So I'm good. How about you?
We just have a bunch of like canned goods and stuff, but like, and again, I don't want to sound like a crazy person, and this is why like I don't necessarily talk about it all that often, but like I don't think it would be a bad idea for everyone to have 2 to 3 months of food on hand. Like,
No,
look, if you like going camping or going on trips, you could just grab some of them and have some dehydrated food, just add, hot water to, and bingo bango, you're good to go and you're eating some food. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're entering look, I think we're in sort of unstable times, and I don't think it's crazy to accept that, understand it, and say, look, if I can buy something that'll be good for 15, 20, 25 years, just in case, go for it.
I don't think it's crazy at all. And I feel like it's kind of bad that there's that mentality that it's crazy to do that, because there's a lot of people who aren't prepared right now. And when shit gets bad, it's too late to prepare. That means it's too late. So like preparing before, and it's kind of like insurance. It's like insurance. It is insurance. It's like the best thing is to not use insurance and to get a bad deal or to lose money. If you got a bad deal on your insurance and lost money, it's a good thing. It means you didn't get sick.
Yeah, something bad didn't happen.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. I'm stocking up, and I have a place in North Carolina that I'm running to, has a bunch of guns in case we need, and all that.
We'll put you to work.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. All right. Well, as always, thank you. Much love. Had a great time. Have a great week. This is the week you missed. See you next time.